We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets a block. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They go play action with Joseph. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Driven back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Using his feet. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He'll take it himself. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They want to throw it. Out wide right, it's Turner. Find some room. 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Joseph. They're all over him. Working on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
They try to get it outside on the left. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Got it, looking for the first down. Could not make his way to the corner.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This is a design run. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Left side is Turner. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's Byard. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Driving forward, it's Phillips. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making the adjustment. Throwing Joseph. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. And he never had a chance. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns up, it's Phillips. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Here we go. Hey, move. Go. Ready, go.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Third and long coming up. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness.
Oh, it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Auburn 28, Iowa 7.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Joseph. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can...
Snags it and he's open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Fires it incomplete. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. They just keep firing. Turns it upfield. At the 35, he's got room. Sprinting away. Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cover the final.